Hi guys, today I am doing a landscape watercolor and I'm just going to get started here. The tools that I have is I am using this art journal that I had gotten, and it is 100% watercolor paper, 300 GSM. And I am using the watercolors pans I had just made, and they are Winsor Newton cotton, and I'm just going to get started here. So this is very whimsical, more it's just layering colors upon color. So I'm just wetting my background first. And I want to get a nice teal color in my background, a tealy blue actually. So I'm just mixing up that, and I'm just laying in some of that background color. So comment down below, let me know guys if you guys like to watercolor. I mainly am a acrylic painter, but I am taking 6 months from, I started in January, and I'm taking 6 months painting nothing but watercolors until June, and then I'm going to go back and start painting with my acrylics. I wanted the practice, so I am disciplining myself just to do this for the 6 months. So, okay. Alright, now this has to dry a little bit, so I will be back when it's dry. Okay, now it's dry, so I wanted to tell you the paintbrushes I was using. I'm using a number 3. This is by Flightum, and I got this from Instagram, and I love, love, love this brush. It holds a lot of water, and it keeps its shape really well, and it gets to a nice point also, so you can draw some nice crisp lines if you need to. So we're going to continue on. So I'm just grabbing some of my greens that I got, and I want to kind of put some background mountains in the background. You know, as things are away from you, the further away they are, the more they are hazy and lighter, because there's atmospheric perspective and there's particles in the air, and it just makes things hazy. Okay. Just trying to get my, and when things get closer to you, they get darker. So I love doing landscapes. I really do. Those are my favorite. That and seascapes, but I don't live close to the ocean, and that makes it hard to do. But I'm just going to keep working this. I'm not going by any photo. This is just out of my head and trying to imagine in my head and getting the right, well, not necessarily I want to say right, trying to get the image down that I am imagining. So that's what I want. Okay, so go back up here. I'm going to put some more. Now these are trees. And I just love how this paintbrush really gets that point in. Okay. Now I'm just choosing different shades of green, and now I'm making a light wash. Just like a really light wash, and I always have a habit of tapping my brush to my paper towel, and I'm just laying in some of those distant trees up in here, further back, and all along the top of the hill. You can see them along the hill line at the very top. Okay. Alright, now coming down further, I'm going to fill this bottom area in here in the bottom. I'm just going to completely fill my foreground with greenery, making it a little darker in the front. This is a pretty easy landscape to do. Okay, and now I'm going to be putting some trees here in the foreground, like right up close. So I'm just going to start right here. I'm just going to bring a line. Okay, so we're going to do a pine tree here. So I've always learned how to just tap in my color back and forth. And as you come down, you want to get a little heavier. So now I want to go a little darker here because it's going to mix in with this front paint that I did in the foreground there. So I want to come back up and then continue. Right. Don't know if I'm liking my tree very well. It's not quite. There we go. So now I think I want to do another one. Get some more of this paint mixed up. I'm going to do a smaller one right here. I have a little bit too much water here and it's pooling up. So, and that could be fixed. I'm just kind of removing some of the water. Okay, now I'm going to take some more darker green and I'm adding shades of blue. I'm picking up some cobalt blue. Okay. And I'm just adding some of that blue through my tree. Same on this side. When I was in college, I had a professor who told me to add more color in my landscapes. So, and I have to remember, even though everything's green and shades of green and yellow, I was always just making them just greens. So I've come to learn to add color, mix color in to my landscapes. Alright, so now I'm adding some blues here, some over here, some distant trees. Okay, alright, so, alright, I'm still not happy with that tree, so I need to fix it, but I think it needs to dry a little bit. Before I can do that. It'll just keep blending. And spreading out. So okay. Now I'm going to take a little bit of my paper towel and I'm going to lift off. See there's some of this water here at the bottom. Okay, so just a little simple landscape, and here I'm not liking this. Looks to me like it is a reflection, so let's fix that at the bottom. What I can do there is I gave myself a little hill line, and I just want to fix that reflection. That's what it reminds me of. So I'm just going to add another layer of trees up into this mountain area. Okay. And then I'm just adding some more light greens to this area to kind of ground, make it not look like it's a reflection. Okay, alright, that's it. I am done, and that is just a simple little watercolor. I'll probably go back in and make some more darker branches in here, but for the most part, that is it. So thank you guys for watching. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye bye, guys.